How goes it all? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, going to be simple and to the point, like I always like to when I do my presentations. So, talking about Kelis. All right, now this artist is known for, always be known by me for being, two specific things. First, being a great talented music artist and former significant other greatest rapper and entrepreneur of all time, known as Nas. However, in today's world, so many entertainers are making lots and lots and lots of money in business moves to not only sustain themselves and their family members, but to also create economic opportunities within the community. So the article that I read today, as a musical artist, Kelis has collaborated with a wide variety of musicians from across various genres, from Enrique Iglesias to ODB of the Wu-Tang Clan. Was the first time I actually heard her was on the hit song "Baby I Got Your Money." And then I remember hearing her first hit song. I just remember her screaming, talking about "I hate you so much" right now. But the beautiful thing about her is she really stood out, and she was very eclectic in the way her music was, and the way that she dressed, and the way she wore her hair. She stood out and was not trying to be like anybody else. And I love that about her as an artist back in the day, and even today, if she still does make music, because I don't really pay attention to too much new music that's happening nowadays. But anyways, she was born in New York as Kelis Rogers, and she was ahead of her time. The article says that. I believe that, and people like her were ahead of her time. While artists today, float around genres with little struggle, she struggled tremendously with being placed neatly into a box. And so at the height of her career, she seemed to disappear. That perhaps was the function of the music industry at the time. Nowadays, it's very normal for artists to go from genre to genre to stand out, even though majority of the hip hop music that comes out, music in general, basically sucks. I'll just leave it at that. They might have a good beat to it, but nothing's really being said. I like to call a lot of today's music, you got the good stuff, and then a lot of it is, I don't know how to read music, yeah, I'm making fun of rap. I don't care. It is what it is. I come from the generation of artists that had party music, had music that made you think, had music that made a statement and all that stuff, and had music that people sounded like they actually had an extensive vocabulary, and reading was more than just fundamental and whatnot. So, and these are people that sounded like scholars, but were actually not PhD scholars and things of that nature. But I'll leave it at that. That's just my generation, all right? I'm an 80s baby. But anyways, back to the task at hand, talking about Kelis. But perhaps was a function in the music industry at the time. And before I go on, the thing I can say is that I always like the fact that Kelis's music was never placed into one specific box. To me, that's what makes a music artist a music artist. And when you put into a box, you basically fall into the category of boring. That's why I said so much music today is very boring. That's just my personal opinion. It is very boring, and I just leave it at that. A great example of this is one of my favorite music artists, Tech Nine. He's basically considered quote unquote a rapper because, but his music has been he's did music over various genres of country artists, metal artists, rock artists, R&B singers, other rappers. So, he's had gospel choirs, classical music. So you can never put his music into one specific category. That's why I always loved his music. That's what, when I really started listening to him when I graduated from high school, and between the 2003 and 2007 era, I was listening to nothing but Tech Nine, because most of the music that was coming out to me from a commercial standpoint, it really did not stick out to me. It wasn't speaking to what I was listening to and going through at that time. But anyways, I digress. The article also stated that the early 2000s, Kelis transitioned from the music industry to the food industry, with her mother being the reason. She's a lover of all things food. And growing up in New York City, I guarantee I know that she had access to a great variety of food from all over the United States and all over the world. She eventually graduated from Le Cordon Bleu Culinary School in 2008, according to the article, and I did not realize that, so kudos to her for taking this very seriously. The outlet also reports that though Kelis didn't specialize while in culinary school, her website says she knew that she was a sorcerer at heart. Now her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard in a literal sense. Kelis also found herself with a semi-career in the fashion industry. her reported cake apparel line tied her music, food, and fashion sense. And through her proposed reality TV show with VH1 didn't quite take off, she still remains relevant to this day. So Kelis, please keep up the great work. You continue to inspire us all. And then, like I said, the music, I'm happy to see that so many people from my generation of music are still kicking butt in so many aspects. Just like Snoop Dogg acquiring Death Row Records and whatnot. It shows that just because you're talented in music doesn't mean you can't be talented in other things. Just because you're talented in being an actor, actress, being a reality TV star, all these things that they like to put African Americans in from an entertainment standpoint, you have so much more to offer. And I commend the people that are showing that, yes, we have much more to offer. And I say continuously, do what you're doing out there. If you do not know, Larry's Anything Goes. We basically wholesale retail products. So definitely check us out. Our Shopify store is in the description. Be able to go from there. We're part of the GS Partners, Gold Standard Partners. G999 is the coin that GS Partners owns. And if you are a crypto investor like myself, you have an opportunity to make money not only from buying and purchasing cryptocurrency, but an opportunity to be a part of an affiliate marketing network that does the same. And once you get people to sign up and they purchase specific packages and buy Bitcoin, you make money off the package and Bitcoin purchases. But if you want to keep it simple, they're also in the description. I buy stocks and individual retirement accounts and cryptos via WEBULL, via Stash, and via Acorn. So all of those descriptions or all those signups are within my description. Yes, I do make money if you sign up and whatnot, but hey, you have the opportunity once you sign up to do the same thing. If you're not an investor, get educated on the subject matter, because I'm not giving out financial advice. I'm just saying, join us. Let's make money moves together, right? On that note, as I always like to say, you can't get fired if you own a company. Clearly, Kelis is not getting fired anytime soon. So it's time for you to own something, all right? Do the great 3 things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care, family.